welcome to Canadian Herpetoculture podcast. My name is Brandon Milsham.
And I'm Kiana Fox.
And we're live.
Hi,
Awesome.
everybody.
Woo!
Hello.
Man, okay.
Incorrect password, of course. I don't know my password for anything.
Of course. I don't
Oh,
know
look.
half my passwords either, so.
This is why I thumbprint everything on my stupid iPhone.
I just number code it because I'm way better with numbers than words.
Well, they're making you change what you have to do for passwords now and making everything way more complicated.
Yeah.
I've had the same password since I was 15. They don't let me use it too much anymore.
Yeah, I just rely on my phone to remember passwords for me.
Yeah, mine just scans my
It's not a good
thumbprint.
thing.
No, it's not. I'm like, what's this password? Is it this one? No, I changed it. Oh, no, shit. No, it's this one. No, oh, crap.
I'm that old lady that has them written down in a book. So
I'm not that smart, apparently.
I just remember my grandma doing it. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, that'd be a freaking smart thing to do. Oh my god, why don't... Forgot password. This is the account I use every day.
Yeah.
Did you see your wife's comment?
Yes, I did. I could post it on the screen.
Yeah, I can't see anything. What's happening?
Nothing's working for you today.
No, my life hates me.
We got 6 viewers, 5 viewers. Oh, look at that.
Hi, all 6 or 5 of you.
100.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, sweet. We're getting people to watch. Well, anyways, I'm Brandon with Canadian Herpetoculture podcast.
I'm Kiana.
And I'm Wrangler Elisa.
Yeah. So this is a new thing for me and Kiana anyway, the live stream. I know you.
I'm in quarantine, y'all.
Yeah. So I usually
we're kind of self quarantining right now.
We usually
I'm
do
like a wild caught import.
We usually do the podcast at her place because we have a studio, so it's usually where we do it. But
nice.
Since we're all stuck in quarantine, this is the next best thing.
I need a studio.
Yeah, me too. One of these days, hopefully when we move, so we get a bigger place.
Yeah.
Nice. Because with the baby on the way, we're gonna need more space. So.
Yay! I'm so excited for you guys.
All the more space.
All the more space. Just an excuse to get more reptiles, I swear.
That's always what it is.
Need a basement full of reptiles. Yeah, so we're going to be interviewing Wrangler Elisa today. For those who are watching, we'll be asking you a bunch of questions about Sask reptile shows and the rescue that you run.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all your YouTube videos.
Yeah, you've been.
Oh yeah.
To do that?
We're starting to do it. Mostly the kids' insistency on all the other kids get to be on YouTube. Why can't I? So we're doing it with a Wrangler twist. So
that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yesterday we did a little virtual reality dinosaur tour. It was pretty fun. And then a dinosaur roller coaster. It was pretty fun with the kids. Get to do some learning, name all the dinosaurs while we're at home homeschooling. So
that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
You're going to post quite a few videos up online, or?
We're hoping to. I'm still figuring it out. As you guys know, I'm not very technology literate. So a lot of how-to videos as I'm going along. But it's slow going, but it's going. As I learn more, I'll get quicker, and then we'll be able to post more content faster.
Yeah, the editing is the hardest part. It takes forever.
Yeah. Oh, I did a seamless one today. I was very proud of myself.
Oh, that's good. I spent like 4 hours editing last night because I had to figure out, because we did a episode with Steve Rempel that drops on Saturday, and I had to figure out how to edit because his audio was a little bit louder than ours, so I had to figure out how to edit that, and I'm so new to the audio editing.
Yeah.
So that was lots of fun.
I've had to figure out fade ins, fade outs, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot harder than you think it is.
I'd much rather read a reptile book.
Canada, we can't hear you again. Nope.
Nope. Well, while the sound issues are going on, we had some earlier, so we thought we had the bugs out.
Or at least Kiana thought she had the bugs worked out.
Yes, that's true.
So, I guess we'll get started in part of the interview. What got you into reptiles?
Yeah. Actually, there's a couple different reasons why reptiles. So, first off, I started, well, the first time I held a snake was when I was like super young. But when I decided that I was going to work with them was through volunteering at like the zoos that I volunteered for. You volunteered as well, I know.
Yep.
And I always found that through volunteering through numerous different events over the years, the reptiles were the most misunderstood ones. Those were the ones that, you know, you could bring out a tiger and people would be like, oh, I want to pet it. And then you bring out a snake and they're like, oh, get that thing away from me.
Yeah.
So it's just, for me, I like the more misunderstood creatures and decided I wanted to work with them.
Yeah, kind of like all of us.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of the animals that we all keep are very misunderstood, even to this day still.
Oh, yeah, and we're always learning.
Yeah, there's always new publications coming out from herpetologists and other biologists and stuff like that.
Exactly, yeah. Still new species being found, you know, like we have a long ways to go yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know what Kiana's doing. Hopefully she fixes her audio. How's the audio?
It'll all work out in the end.
Because, yeah, how's the audio for everybody else? If you can comment, hopefully we can fix it. So, yeah, you got into the exotics pretty early because I know you from working with you years ago and stuff like that. And I remember you showing us pictures of you with tigers and stuff like that when you were really young.
Yeah. I think the first time I started working with exotics, I was 15. So over half my life now.
I think I got it.
Oh, we can hear you now.
I don't know what's going on. It's my phone, though.
I don't know. Apparently I'm really quiet, but hopefully people can hear me.
I can hear you.
Perfect.
Normally I can't.
Okay, that's good. All right, yeah. So I asked Elisa how she got into reptiles, and she kind of went over that a little bit, and she started working with exotics when she was 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she started really early.
Yeah, it was pretty early. I remember, God, I was probably 14, 15. I went to my first Little Rays show. I'm like, wow. It's been a long time he's been around now. So it's always wonderful getting to work with them, though. So
yeah, working with Little Rays when they come around is awesome. You don't see them fall around too much anymore, but
I see him usually about once a year, usually. Him or Kevin, one of the two.
Yeah.
But touring with them last year was pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, you weren't there, but Littlefoot was here when they came to Calgary.
Yeah, I sent him with them.
Yeah, I got to see Littlefoot. Littlefoot was a lot bigger than he was a couple of years ago. Last time
yeah.
And before
he's
that,
always growing.
And before that, Littlefoot was a girl.
Yeah. Yeah, until we found out for sure that he was a boy.
Because he got a handful of Hemipenes.
Always.
Oh, the Hemipenes.
He loves the fauna.
Oh, the stories.
Lots of stories when they were going out into their trip to Mexico, and we had to watch Littlefoot for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, and my kids. So
Yeah, there was that too.
thank you, sir.
It was mostly Vanessa, not me.
Yeah.
What's it like babysitting an alligator?
It's really different.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
We kind of got a crap course on Littlefoot before she left, but we did get a couple weeks of going out to her place and making sure we understood how to handle Littlefoot and what to expect. So
yeah, it's definitely something you got to train with. So
yeah,
you can't just fly by the seat of your pants. You got to have some basis there. So
you mean you can't just get an alligator and have everything go hunky dory?
No, you can't ever. Well, I don't suggest them as a pet. They are not a pet. So
no, especially with the size that they get.
Yeah, I know there's another person in Saskatchewan that has caiman here. So, but I think this is his first one. So, but I don't know much about it. So he asked for advice a couple times, and that was it.
Fingers crossed. Best of luck to you, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm always there if he needs to ask any questions. So
yeah.
Hopefully, he has ample amount of space and time to give the animal that it needs.
And that handy dandy clicker train.
So, how do you go about starting to clicker train a American alligator?
So he used to be bang trained, but yeah, as you guys know, I have 2 kids, so all he heard all day was bang, 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 bang. Yeah, exactly. So we decided to retrain him on a different system. So we got a clicker, and every time he got a piece of food, we clicked the clicker.
No cats allowed. This is for reptile people only.
Yeah. Get that invasive species out of here.
None of us want to see that butthole.
You don't want to see kitty butthole?
Only cloacas.
Only cloacas and hemipenes on this show.
Sorry, we're not very professional when it comes to like reptile junk, are we?
Sorry.
All the hemipene jokes.
I was pretty sure that that was going to happen when I saw your post. So
it grabs people's attention because they want to grab hemipenes. And
well, I can't say I've ever wanted to. So
well, Littlefoot kind of gives you no choice when you hold them.
No, he doesn't. So
we can't.
That's hear you okay.
Again. Can't hear you. I'm not sure if she can hear us.
She's like, they can't hear me. Let's see if they can read my lips.
She looks so thrilled. She's having technical difficulties.
Yeah. You look very, very upset.
and there she goes. Yeah. So
she will rejoin again in a few minutes.
What else do you have besides Littlefoot currently? Because I know you run the rescue, and then you have some personal animals for your show.
Yeah. So we have six ball pythons up for adoption. And then we have a gargoyle gecko that just found a home. And then we have a couple other animals up for adoption as well.
Am I back?
Hello.
Yeah,
yes,
back.
You are.
Oh my god, I didn't even change anything. It said my mic was working. I don't know. Okay, a gargoyle gecko found a home?
Yeah. And then we have a couple other animals up for adoption. And then some of our show guys include Lego, the legless lizard, Ammo, the black throat monitor, Ari the white throat, of course, Boss Hog. He's been with us for 9 years now, so that boy's getting up there in years.
The Boss is getting old because he was.
Yeah, he is.
He was pretty old when you got him.
We don't know exactly how old he was, so we got him from from Petland that couldn't find a home for him. He had been in their store for like a year, so we took him home. So, and then he went out on tour with Safari Jeff and me, and then I took him home, and he's been with me ever since.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
What is he?
He's
sorry, a red tegu.
Oh, I never really learned people's like pet names for reptiles. I'm like,
no worries.
She's got a lot, so.
Yeah, and like not many of mine are named unless they like came pre-named.
Yeah,
it's just, like,
we have nicknames for all of ours.
Yeah, my Maclots, we call her Bitch.
I don't have any like that because we also take our animals to kids' birthday parties and stuff like that. So, not necessarily a great name for an animal going to a daycare or something like that.
No. We have my animal. A lot of them aren't nice enough for that.
Understandable.
So they're kind of temperamental animals. They're like me.
Matches the owner.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm like a tokay gecko.
So what else do you have?
A diamond in the rough. Sorry, we just finished watching Aladdin, so.
All the Disney movies lately, probably.
Oh, and then the bedtime is the Disney top 100 songs as I go to bed. Yay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So what other animals do you have?
We have Alice, the black and white tegu. We have Elsa, the lychee. We have Mr. Hop, the white lion. No, sorry.
My connection.
Smooth-sided toad.
Me.
And then we have Sophia. I don't know if you're getting the pattern, but there's a lot of Disney names in here. Yeah. But Sophia, the Chihuahua. And then we have two Cresties, Rapunzel and Dottie. And who else? We have Mr. T, of course, and Ducky and Johnny. And then we have Capone, the snapper. He's my favorite. Well, okay, that's a lie. There's a lot of favorites, but
Capone came from BC, didn't he?
Yes, yeah. Steve Rimple has I do believe the female from out there as well.
Yeah, because there's a big influx of animals from BC, and some of them went to both of you guys. Yeah,
that's where Optimus Prime came from. And then that's the iguana.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's just too many names.
Oh, the best is when you have like a 10-minute period and a kid says, "What are all your animals' names?" And you're like,
I gotta remember them all first.
Learn them in alphabetical order and say them in a rap.
I don't rap.
Oh, me neither. Actually, me and my best friend came up with a rap when we were like 6 or 7, and my mom still won't let us forget about it.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
that'd be a good way to make remember scientific, though.
That would be.
Yeah, that's what I used to do for like the periodic table of the elements and stuff.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'd make like songs about them.
So, what all animals do you have in the rescue right now? Because you have been getting a lot of boas and ball pythons and some illegal animals from the province that people bring over, but you have permits from Fish and Wildlife, I believe.
Yeah. So we actually work with Fish and Wildlife here. If a ball python is found, instead of, well, they used to drop them off at Drumheller years ago, and ever since, they would either try and find it a home quickly, or I'm not sure. I was told they were euthanized, but I don't know for sure because I never had any documented proof. But just like word of mouth, right? Yeah. But anyway, so we talked to the head Fish and Wildlife person out here and decided that they could come to us as an in-between, and then we find them homes at a province. So right now we have 6 ball pythons looking for a home at a province right now.
So people that are watching, hit up Wrangler Elisa for some ball pythons if you're looking for just some pets. So because their genetics wouldn't be known, because who knows where they came from.
No, and like 5 out of the 6 are normal. So, definitely a pet, but just remember they do live a long time. So definitely think about it before you go about getting it.
And if you live in Saskatchewan, don't bring illegal animals over.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Don't have illegal animals anywhere because situations like that happen.
Yeah. And with ever-changing laws, most animals will probably be destroyed. And
it's really hard to bring anything in right now. So, like, we tried to rescue some turtles in Alberta last year, and Fish and Wildlife told us no, that they couldn't come over the border, and they were just red-eared sliders. So,
oh shit.
Yeah,
there's a lot. They don't want anything in. On the Kijiji lately, all the time in Alberta.
Unfortunately,
you always see them on there though, in like crappy 20-gallon fish tanks.
Yeah.
With green
I don't
water.
know if I don't know, Kiana, are you frozen in everybody else's screen too, or just mine?
That's frozen in mine too.
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me?
It's a wonderful face. Yeah, we can still hear you though.
It's probably a great face.
Oh yes, it's wonderful.
Yes.
Yes, Toby is bad.
Yes.
There's 2 species of roaches that are legal though, and I do not remember
which
the
one.
scientific.
Okay.
I want to say German and another one.
It's Australian. I know that. I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, she has it posted on the Legalized Bugs in Canada page, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and you can order them from Ontario.
I'm on that.
I'd like to talk to her. I've heard it's a her.
Okay, so it's a big fancy name that I am not probably gonna be able to pronounce.
Yo, brush up on your Latin.
Because I'll just type it into the comment. Glasses. So
he's copying pasting.
Maybe I'll try and say it.
The big fancy name.
Yeah, it definitely would be a gray area, but they're already residing in Canada, and that's why they'd be.
You just have to have documentation of where you got them from. So if you're say like buy them from somebody who's breeding them, and you just have keep receipts, so then that's a good way for CFIA to know that you're not collecting them illegally.
Yeah,
that's all they want.
Because they can cause infestations. Both species can.
Yes.
Which I don't want in my house, so I'm not getting roaches. And that's the appealing side.
I get the ones that. Yeah, I was gonna say I get the ones that are like ready to feed but are already dead.
Like
forget the company. Yeah, I forget the company though. Sorry.
It's okay. I've heard they sell them at like Oasis Fish and Reptile here in Alberta.
No,
so
not out here. We have to get ours shipped. So, as is my life.
I pretty much get everything shipped to me. It's much easier. I just got a bunch of crickets in the mail today.
Mine should be coming next week.
All over my house.
Oh, that's always the worst.
I hate crickets so much.
I'm lucky we have a shop.
When I got back into geckos.
Yeah.
I'd love to have like a reptile building, like a heated garage or something like that, and have everything out there. But
That would be nice.
Oh no, ours are in the home. But we do have a shop out back that we're getting ready for a hawk or a peregrine. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you've been doing
because
all that hawk
you
training and
do
stuff.
that.
yeah, I'm
You
an
do the
apprentice
bird
falconer.
catchy thing.
Yeah.
Working with birds of prey is so cool. I got to do that when I volunteered at the Saskatoon Zoo.
This is so different though, when you're actually doing falconry and you're actively hunting with them. So different. Because I mean, I know what you're talking about because I've done it as well, right?
Yeah.
But it's so incredibly different when you're actually working with them and actively hunting.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yeah. Very, very trustworthy. You'll never feel your heart beat faster than the first time you take your bird and you let it go, right? So,
and you hope
Please
it comes
come
back.
Exactly. Yeah.
What do you plan to do with the
please
falconry? Are you going to
love me
incorporate
enough.
that into the show, or?
No. I don't think so. Maybe eventually. Saskatchewan has some pretty weird laws, as you guys know. So it's really hard. Yeah, it's really hard to use them. You can do it in an educational way, but you have to be actively hunting. So I mean, you get into falconry because you want to actively hunt with those birds, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not getting into it to use them for shows. You genuinely want to work with that bird because I mean that bird is just like any other reptile where it requires your attention every day, except a hawk is even more so because you have to man it a lot. So
yeah,
they're really smart.
Yeah.
And probably a little more cognitively aware than a reptile.
Somewhat. In other cases, I would say, some reptiles are also very intelligent as well in their own way. So
yeah, like a lot.
Except for this bearded dragon that's currently like bobbing at me here.
They want some of that.
I have my Kenyan sand boa, and it's like, there's nothing smart about you, is there? You're just stupid and ugly looking.
I think they're pretty cute, but that's probably because we can't have them here, so.
I can't believe you can't have, like, Kenyan sand boas. It's like,
tiny. But you can have an alligator.
Yeah. Okay, so what are some of the, like, other stupid laws we may not know about in Saskatchewan? Because I know there's, like, no ball python, or, like, no pythons,
no boas.
Yeah. You can have, like, lace monitors, you can have alligators. So what other random stuff you gonna throw at us?
Also, no poisonous reptiles or amphibians. So
Wow.
Yeah. And then the other one that they never, ever have enforced until recently, which I experienced last year when I tried to bring the red-eared sliders back to our rescue so that this lady could, because she was being told by the Alberta government that they were not allowed as well. So
yeah, red-eared sliders are completely illegal in Alberta.
Yeah, so it was really hard because she was trying. But no worries. But yeah, so they are technically, according to the way the law is written, if it's not a native species in Saskatchewan, it's not allowed for turtles. So technically, like a painted turtle, that's it. So last year they were trying to state that, well, they were stating, not trying to, and technically it is written that way, that no turtles or tortoises, except for, I'd have to copy and paste the exact wording of it. I don't know it word for word, but basically they were saying that the ownership of turtles, tortoises, or terrapins are not allowed in Saskatchewan unless it's a native species.
That's really strange.
Which is
You
crazy
can
because we
only
can buy
have
them at
native species?
Any store.
for turtles. Yeah, you can buy them at any stores. We actually have breeders out in Saskatchewan of tortoises.
Yeah.
So it's like this has been done for years and years, but we ran into that hiccup, I guess you could say, when we were doing import-exports. And the way they're doing it right now is they don't want to release a permit unless they've gone over it for the new bylaw, or the new law, sorry. And they are not done yet, and they're only going species by species. Like,
I wonder if they're going to be doing a banned list or an allowed list.
I don't know, but I know they're going through species by species. So, like, it's not anything like you can own, say, for instance, they've gone through a leopard gecko, crested gecko, but they have not gone through the species gargoyle gecko, or like fantail gecko, or what's another one, satanic gecko. I don't know all these common names, sorry. But they could have not gone through multiple species that are so closely related.
Yeah.
But they won't allow them because they haven't gone through them yet. Okay. So I don't know how long it's going to take them to go through all the species of reptiles.
Because they've been doing this list for like 6 years now already.
Yeah, 5.5 years.
Yeah, and a couple of years ago, they asked the public online for 30 days what they thought, and that was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I had shared that quite heavily because as much as I have tried talking with them and offered help, or, talk to my vet, get some more professional opinion. I don't know who their board is, but I do know that there is a vet on their board, and a few other people, including the Ministry of Environment representative and stuff like that. So
I guess we'll see what happens when they release the list.
I'm hoping they have a grandfather clause.
Yeah, I hope so, or else that'll make a lot of people criminals overnight, possibly.
Yeah.
So just kind of like what's going on in Ontario right
now. A lot of dump and goes, which is a sad thing.
Yeah, it's not going to be very good.
I didn't even consider that people did that.
Oh, we've had animals dropped off at our doorstep. So.
Yep, we found animals in apartments, found animals in the street, found animals in parks.
That is correct.
Well, I knew people abandoned animals, but I just never thought that someone would abandon a pet over a law changing. Fuck it, I'm not gonna try and figure this out.
Yeah, people
make sure it goes somewhere properly.
Well, I mean, we've had issues where someone has a red-eared slider and we are full and can't take another one, and they've already asked other sources who are also full, and they say, okay, well, if you don't take it, I'm just going to dump it. Well, of course, I don't want to see that animal just released into the wild, so I'm gonna do my best to help it, find a foster, help it in some way.
Because you guys have 20 some red-ear sliders at the rescue?
Well, with our partner rescue, Tammy, she from Shell Shock Turtle Rescue. Yeah, she has quite a few turtles. So we have a couple turtles here as well that are up for adoption too.
So if people are listening,
I think there will always be a red-eared slider up for adoption somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So,
but if people are listening and they can keep red-ear sliders wherever they are living, hit them up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But make sure
ball pythons, guys.
Yeah. Make sure you have proper filtration for turtles, because that's a big issue. People don't double
big
up
time,
the filtration.
You need all the filtration.
Yeah. If you got a 100
when
gallon
you
tank,
think you have enough of a filter, get a bigger filter.
100-gallon tank, 200 gallons of filtration.
Exactly. Yeah. Our guys, we have a pond for them outside in the summer. So
yeah, it's best to double it, so that way, because also it's not the best idea to feed in the water too. if you can, try to feed on the land.
Yeah.
Because that keeps the water
Well,
clean for longer.
We have a really good pond filter, so it's not a big issue for us to feed in the water. They prefer it, so we prefer it. So
yeah, it just all depends on the person's filtration and how much they're willing to spend on that.
Well, and that's the whole thing, is if you're not willing to spend it, maybe not a turtle for you.
Yeah, turtles are.
That's why I don't have
pets.
a turtle.
Yeah.
Like it's just same with the chameleon. It's more work than I'm interested in. They're amazing animals, both of them. I admire them both, and like when other people have them, I love checking them out. But no thanks. You do the work, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mr. T's poops are not getting any smaller, so.
No, they're only going to get bigger.
Yeah, they are.
How much does he weigh now?
I haven't weighed him yet this year. He goes for his vet checkup. Well, it was supposed to be in May, so.
Who knows?
Because he's getting pretty big, so.
Yeah, he is. He loves the spring. You can tell he's getting antsy. It's not nearly time for him to be going out, but he wants to start grazing. So.
What do you do for the tortoises in the wintertime for feed and stuff like that? Because I know you
have. We have. Yeah, so we have a couple different sources. We do use Missouri, so that's an excellent source. Thank you to what are they called?
Canadian Lab Diets.
That's the one. I was gonna say they're in Leduc. I just called them today to order more, but that's. Yes, I did. Well, because I always plan to buy it, so I don't have to pay for the weighted shipping because the bags are quite heavy.
Yeah.
So I always plan to buy it when I'm in the area. So as I'm hoping eventually this blows over, and I don't know. Did you guys move your spring expo straight to fall?
We have not done anything yet. But we're next month, and we're more than likely going to push it till fall. So.
Yeah. So I usually get mine then.
I used to have a Bibberns gecko. They're really cool.
Yeah.
Neat little species.
Ah, that's wonderful, Shane.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, no, it's definitely hard work owning turtles. So yeah. Like we were saying before, definitely, and tortoises. And they're not short-lived. They're a long-term pet. Be prepared to be a grandparent of both you and
your kids. So if you have tortoises, make sure they're going in your will to somebody who's willing to take care of them. Because
exactly.
They're going to be 2 or 3 generations later. So
sometimes like you could also take into effect that circumstances as well do come up, which we are very understanding about when life changes. So, and you want what's best for that animal, so you want to find it a new home. And we appreciate people taking that route and making sure their pets find a forever home.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's certain situations certain situations just are what they are. So. And it's honestly better for somebody to surrender their animal to a rescue than it is for them just to dump it or whatever. Because usually rescues are last option, and it's not always the option that they want. So people shouldn't feel bad about giving up their animal to a rescue.
No. Think of what's best for that animal or pet or family member, whichever you want to call it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's when people are giving them up to a rescue, they're looking out for the benefit of the animal because either their situation changes or they can't care for the animal or whatever the reason may be. So at least they're looking out for the animal's well-being.
Yeah. So, I mean, and another one that we get in quite often is savannah monitors and stuff like that. Like, make sure you're reading up about them and you're studying and you're making sure that you're doing what's right for that animal.
This thing keeps trying to bite me.
Yeah, and
Why won't my Savannah monitor cuddle with me?
Yeah.
why do some Savannah monitors only live to be 6 years old? Because people are feeding them improperly.
Yeah, we've seen many like that. So, it's just read. Ask
Yep.
questions. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. We're not going to cut you down for asking a question. We want you guys to learn. We want people to ask questions. And
Exactly.
like many times I've been at a show where I will have someone ask me questions after the show, and they're like, "Oh, do you have to go?" And it's like, "No, absolutely not. Continue with your questions. We really encourage them." And we want to be able to take that moment and spend that time with those people to make sure that their animals are feeling, or they feel comfortable with how they're taking care of their animals, and be able to correct anything. So
Exactly.
just,
And
it's really hard to I can't diagnose things on the spot, nor am I a vet. So general information, I am not a vet.
yeah, exactly. But also when people are researching animals, they always should cross-reference more than one care sheet, because there's a lot of misinformation
Yes.
on the internet.
Yes.
So always look at 2 to 4 sources and make sure the information lines up.
And ask your breeder as well if you're getting it from a breeder. Make
Yes,
sure
if you
you
get it from
ask
a breeder,
questions.
contact that breeder first before you just contact somebody else.
Exactly. Sorry, guys. I've been teaching school all day. I'm dying of thirst here and drinking like a gallon of water.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Chris.
That's okay.
Yeah, Chris says rescues are very necessary, but it's also angering watching someone try to sell an animal for $600, and when no one buys it, they dump it outside or at the rescue. And when at $100, they could have had a real home. That's a very good point. Depending on what the animal is and so on and so forth, there's
very much so
different situations for different animals. So, like some of my hog noses, if I end up having to keep the hatchlings, I'm gonna have to keep the hatchlings. I'm not just gonna sell them to anybody. So
exactly.
I want to make sure that they're gonna go to somebody who knows what they're doing, and that's just how I want to do it.
Yeah,
because it's not just about the money for me. It's providing a really cool species for people that they don't see very often, but I want to make sure that animals can be taken care of properly.
Exactly. Sorry, you were saying, Kiana?
Sorry, what was that?
I thought you were saying something.
Yeah, I thought so too.
My audio is being really stupid right now. I'm having a hard time hearing you guys. It's just like really choppy. So I'm just trying to like close everything on my phone and like try and figure out what the issue is. I don't know. This room sucks for internet.
That's weird because I didn't have a problem with my laptop, but
my phone doesn't really like working up here.
I'm sitting next to my router, so I'm good.
My dad a bit better. I have no. Oh! Did my phone finally catch up to what's going on in reality now?
Not yet. The video is still paused, but we got the audio.
Whatever. At least we have the audio. I don't really have very good audio that I'm receiving, but am I catching up? Are we catching up?
Yeah, you're catching up now.
No.
You're still at tortoise speed there, so.
Speedo's pretty fast though. I mean,
that's true.
Mr. T. He's pretty fast. What do you want?
Yes, he can be.
Speedo's from the vet, isn't he?
Yeah, there's 2 Sulcatas that I know, Mr. T and Speedo. So
Speedo, yeah. I met Speedo at the Calgary Expo this fall.
Speedo's huge.
Yeah. Mr. T's catching up.
Slowly but surely.
But, I mean, he does have a little bit to go.
Did everyone that we mailed stickers out to get their stickers?
I think so.
Oh.
I've had a couple of you message me. Stickers.
Yeah. Stickers are 2 for $5 if people are wondering.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's just one of the
Support your local businesses.
Yeah, we're using it just to keep the monthly costs of the podcast going. So it's not
That's
free to
wonderful.
run everything because our hosting site's not free. We try to use as many free things as possible because we don't have a whole lot of money, but things cost money.
Podcast is a money pit.
It is.
But it's a fun money pit.
Yeah, because we get to learn so much things from different people.
Yeah. Any other questions you guys have?
You never miss your sticker opportunity, Melissa. Oh my god. My phone's being dumb. We know you got your stickers, Chris. We got like sexy pictures of you. These are not nipple pasties, people. Nipple.
According to Chris, they are.
Oh, I
At
can't
least we
see
wore 'em
any
to
of
the
these
beach.
comments if these are comments.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Chris, if you go to our page, there's a picture of Chris on the beach and his nipple pasties as our stickers. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're it's beautiful. It's truly beautiful. Autumn is a lucky woman.
So with your reptile show, you're probably slowed down a lot right now. But with your show, usually, what do you do? Because I know you have the.
We are slow.
Yeah, because I know you have the T-Rex, not the T-Rex, the Velociraptor, and those small dinosaurs that I seen you recently get.
Yeah, you have a bunch of baby dinosaurs lately.
Yeah, we have 3 baby dinosaurs. We have a Triceratops, a baby T-Rex, and then a baby long neck or Brachiosaurus or Apatosaurus. Kids have called them both, so.
Okay, that's cool. How do you incorporate?
We call them an Apatosaurus. So we actually have a full new dinosaur show that focuses on prehistoric learning and learning about paleontology and different scientific studies, and but it's geared to kids. So we go over facts about dinosaurs. They get to meet the baby dinosaurs, and of course, Tiny the Velociraptor. So
I have the mentality of a kid. I'll still watch it.
Well, actually, my mother-in-law brought my kids to the show at the Saskatoon Family Expo before everything started happening with coronavirus.
Yeah.
And she was like, I loved it. Your kids were more distracted than I was, but I thought it was amazing. I would watch it again.
That's awesome. I grew up going hunting for dinosaur fossils with my dad all the time. It's part of that whole love of reptiles and stuff. So I actually have a Velociraptor tattooed on my leg.
Oh, wonderful.
So I really love dinosaurs. I have a ton of like fossils and stuff in the basement.
We
They're
have found out
bones,
that we're
they're dinosaur bones.
Yeah. We have been asked once this is all over by the Edmonton Mall that had us coming out to come back. And then I know there was a Calgary mall that was thinking about possibly booking us in the fall. So
that'll be sweet.
We may be coming out your way soon with the dinosaur show.
We'll be there.
I'll come to see the dinosaur show. I'll bring my kids if they want to come, but I'll be at the dinosaur show.
Awesome.
And if you need volunteers, you know who to call.
You get very sore arms after a while because you're literally making the mouth move the entire time that you have those dinosaurs with you.
Yeah.
So and with the Apatosaurus, your arm is literally reaching like all the way across because you're a long neck. So by the time you're done with that one, you're just like, oh my god. You have. I feel like I'm gonna be Popeye on one arm only after a few years of this. I was actually debating getting a left-handed dinosaur now, just so I could even it out the excruciating pain. Yeah.
What made you start up with a dinosaur?
It would be a good like full body workout.
Do you want to know who?
Yeah, I've never heard of
Jurassic Josh. That's who got the dinosaurs going. My son loves dinosaurs, and he started loving dinosaurs, probably 2 or 3 years old, maybe even sooner. I think he's always had dinosaur toys around, but and he started getting fascinated with them. We were talking earlier, we did YouTube filming with a virtual reality dinosaur roller coaster, and the entire time as it's going, he's like, "Oh, that's a Triceratops, and that's a Spinosaurus, and that's the entire video." And I'm like, oh, I can't. He doesn't say often the names, but he knows them all.
That's awesome.
That's cute. Yeah. My brother's like that. My brother's also like 20. 20.
Hey, you're never too old for dinosaurs.
That's right.
No way, man. Like dinosaurs are such like a fascinating subject, and then there's so much that's constantly changing with them in the scientific side of things.
Oh, for
things
sure.
Get reclassified every now and then. You know, throw a little nanotyrannus drama in there.
Yeah, right. But the other reason why we got into the dinosaurs was because we were getting so busy doing reptile shows. We like to really focus on making sure the animals are comfortable doing the shows.
Yeah.
And by doing a dinosaur show, I mean, the only thing I have to worry about getting stressed is, like the dinosaur operators or.
Yeah.
So we focused this year on getting kind of half dinosaur, half reptile shows, so that the animals don't have to tour as much, and I can work harder, and they still have the funding that they need.
That's awesome. Yeah, because a lot of your funding for the rescue comes from the shows that you do, right?
Yes. So right now is a very hard time for all of us reptile entertainers or entertainers in general, because we have the crowding restriction on, so nothing is going on, which is, I mean, very good for, helping out. But we do have to focus on, when we get out of this now, trying to re-support our businesses. So you guys, if you're in Calgary or wherever you are, find your local reptile show, book them for a birthday party or dinosaur show, whichever is close to you. Support your local businesses by buying crickets and having them shipped to you, stuff like that.
Who are some of our reptile entertainers? We have you. We have Steve Rempel with
in Manitoba.
Prairie
Aquatics and Exotic.
Yeah. There's Jason
with Calgary Reptile Parties.
Yeah, Calgary Reptile Parties. Actually, that's all I know is you three.
And then there's Little Ray in Ontario. Yeah. And then there's Little Ray in Nova Scotia. And then there is Pat in BC, I know of, that does reptile parties. So who else?
Safari Jeff.
I feel like yes, he goes across Canada, less local shows.
Yeah. And he goes across the States too, doesn't he?
In the wintertime.
What's your rescue called? Is it just Sask Reptile Shows?
SaskReptileShows.ca is where all our rescue information can be found. Booking shows at a province for us can be found.
Someone was just asking in the comments.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just click on the adoptions if you're looking at filling out or finding out what's up for adoption. And then also, if you want to look at booking a show in your area, we do travel across Canada with the dinosaur show, and that's found at www.wranglerelisa.com. So that's called The Adventure Wranglers, which is our new YouTube channel and stuff.
Oh, there's Mike Hopcraft at Wild Education. Yeah,
that's the other one. Steve. I knew I was forgetting one. I'm sure I missed a couple others in the eastern provinces, but
there's quite a few out east, a lot more than there is out west. So, yeah,
I don't know much about what goes on out east. I've been learning.
So with the coronavirus and all the big expos and stuff, shut down and stuff. What are you guys doing to raise funds for the rescue, since things are probably getting a little tight in probably a few weeks once funding's not there as much as it was before?
Yeah, so all of our volunteers and employees that we have working doing shows or doing animal care, they're all taking a little bit of a leave, and I'm doing all the animal care right now, so that cuts down on budget. We also already got our shipment of stuff in right before this whole stuff went down, which is great. So thank you, Ty, from Canadian Mouse Man, for keeping Littlefoot fed. He definitely appreciates the order rush that he put on, which was perfect timing, because I think it was 3 weeks later that this whole thing broke down. So
that's good timing.
but unfortunately, like all the entertainers that are out there, they have lost all their bookings for myself up to 2 months, and possible cancellations further on from that, depending on how long this goes. So, I mean, we are going to bounce back from this. We do have a fundraiser going on. So you can do a $20 sponsor a rescue. And that is all. That information is listed on www.sask.reptileshow.ca. And then we also have donations, just anybody if they want to donate. We do fundraisers, but of course, with the groups not being allowed, it's really hard to do something like that.
Yeah.
So, and even having an online auction isn't safe enough because a lot of the stuff, you don't know if it's completely sanitary or sanitized before it goes out. I know my family and other people that have immune compromised people are very, very careful about that. So we just ex-nate on doing any type of fundraising with any public.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you be able to do like online reptile shows, I guess? You know,
Sorry?
like live stream. Would you be able to do like online reptile shows, kind of live streaming like we're doing now?
Yeah, we could do something like that if someone was interested. Absolutely. We have done it before. In the case of a special case where the kid couldn't make it, or the kid was sick and we still wanted to send him a birthday party in some way, so did an online one. Unfortunately,
that's
though,
awesome.
As much as we want to provide that hands-on entertainment, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, it's not quite
online
the same for sure.
Yeah. To answer Lem's question, she asked if we'll be posting links to Elisa's pages. We will, once we're done. We'll get those posted up tonight on our page, and we'll share those as much as we can.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're also on Instagram and YouTube, and what other ones? I know LinkedIn, and then Twitter as well. Sorry.
Awesome. So yeah,
almost forgot about Twitter.
Yeah. Crap, there's a question that I just thought of and I can't remember it now. Brain fart.
Hi, John.
Yeah, crap, I can't remember it now. Oh, yeah. So you're the only registered reptile rescue in Saskatchewan, correct?
As of right now, yeah. So, as I've said many times, if there is another rescue, and if there was another one to open up, there can never be enough people to help out. Just always make sure you're doing it the right way, and making sure you have the backup funds for if you get a medical case in and stuff like that. So as of right now, yes, the only registered rescue.
Are you guys looking to expand into a facility? Because I remember you talking about that a while ago. I'm not sure if you guys have found anything yet.
If we can get funding for it, absolutely, we do. That has never changed. I've always wanted to open a rescue facility for them.
Yeah, that'd be cool. A facility with the rescue and the education, so you can do shows out of there and everything else that you guys do. And
Yeah,
could
yeah.
expand into more programs as well.
Exactly. Yeah, like we have a lot of people at our summer camp already, and I know we get asked every year when we're going to have a sleepover camp. And I think we'll probably stick with the day camps for a while, just because it is easier on the animals. And when we're not in a facility, it's not an easy thing to do.
No.
So right now it's a day camp, but we would love to be able to expand on that and do a little bit more of a reptile camp, paleontology camp as well. So
yeah, that'd be awesome. But it all takes time and a bunch of funding. So, and funding.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Yeah, it's a growing curve, and definitely fundraising and going out and doing shows, the bigger shows, the exhibitions definitely help out with that funding. So
Lem is wondering how long you've been running the rescue for.
We opened in when did I stop working for Safari, Jeff? Josh was born in 2013, so end of 2012.
Okay, yeah, so.
Yeah. Registered in May of 2013.
Okay, so 8 years running and 7 years registered.
Yeah.
So was it hard
May
to get
will
the
be our
registration?
8th.
Was it hard
to get?
Yeah, the registration for the rescue.
In a way, to get all the non-profit status, there was some paperwork that I did have to fill out, and other things that I have to do yearly to keep it non-profit registered rescue, especially with the name Sask in it. So that added an extra couple hoops.
Can you get any kind of government grants or anything like that, being a registered nonprofit animal rescue?
It's hard to get government grants for it because we are specifically a reptile rescue. I mean, we do amphibians and arachnids, but specifically a reptile rescue. They have dog funding and cat funding, but there's not a lot available for, not as much as you would see, and it's for across Canada. I don't think we even have a provincial one for here in Saskatchewan grant that you can get.
Okay.
So I'm not the only rescue in Canada. There are many deserving rescues out there.
Yeah, there's a lot out there that also do the same thing, but various different types of animals and stuff. So
yeah, exactly. Whether it be wildlife rescue, there's many different types of rescues that need funding.
So if people are listening, make donations to your local rescues or other rescues around the country. So
yeah,
it all makes a difference for animal lives, not necessarily our lives, but it makes a difference for those animals.
So, I always say, a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't afford to right now." You know, like I don't have enough money. I always tell people, you know, like a toonie that you would have spent on a coffee, if 500 people gave a toonie, that would help out whatever rescue you're helping so much.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just $2, right? So $2 it's the way you look at it.
$2 will be a meal for any animal.
Exactly.
So.
Unless you're talking about Littlefoot.
That's a good question, John. What was your most favorite animal to come through your rescue or in your collection? That's a hard one.
That is a very, very hard one. I honestly can't pick. I have been asked that question hundreds and hundreds of times over the years, and I cannot pick. I cannot single out a favorite. It'd be like singling out a favorite child.
What about most unique, he says?
Most unique? There's been a couple. Definitely I was gonna say the one that we had, it didn't come into the rescue, but it was one that my husband had actually gotten from me, which was our Cayman lizard. He was definitely my unique unique boy, and definitely stole a very close place in my heart. But many of them have. The other unique one, and as strange and crazy as it seems, was our sugar gliders that got surrendered because they're illegal in Saskatchewan. So for me, they were pretty unique.
That's cool. Len is wondering, what and how much does Littlefoot eat?
What and how much?
Yep.
Okay, he eats a variety of different things. Just like an insectivore doesn't like to eat the same meal all the time, and it's important to give them variety. For him, it's also important to give him variety. So he eats chicks, he eats rats, he eats mice, he eats chicken, he'll eat turkey, he's eaten rabbits, he's had guinea pig. Nope, he hasn't had guinea pig yet. I have one for him to try when he's big enough. He's tried bits of deer. Those are his like super yummy training treat. So
cool.
He loves
his fancy taste.
Yes. Oh, and he's had quail as well before. So
yeah, which all
quail's delicious.
It is. He really loves it. Oh, and fish. He likes to have a fish every now and then, but he doesn't like pieces of fish. He likes the full fish, head and all.
Picky.
With the size that he's at now, does he consume any insects at all?
No, God no.
Yeah. That'd be like not even an
big.
appetizer. Wouldn't even
he'll swallow a 12-inch fish.
This entire box of crickets in.
Yeah.
Dump 1,000 crickets in his mouth and close it.
Yeah. He would hate me. He would not appreciate that anymore.
Sounds like he gets a very good varied diet, though, which is important for any animal.
Yes, and it's very important for him to have the bones and the fur on the animal as well. Like when they don't get that, they can actually it doesn't give them the right gastral tract digestion that they should have. So it's very important that he bones and different things to help keep him strong as well, and that calcium up. We do give him calcium supplements, but it's also good for him to get regular calcium like he would from normal feedings. And his UVB and UVA are very important as well. So
Jonathan's wondering what animal Littlefoot is, and Littlefoot is an American alligator.
Yes.
For those people who are just tuning in.
John, you're on my friends list. Littlefoot's in my profile picture.
Littlefoot's in a lot of profile pictures. and
yes.
Littlefoot's the one that inspired
If I was on a
slogan.
dating site, that'd be my profile picture. Yeah, Grab Life by the Hemipenes came from.
I need to get a T-shirt of that.
When she was holding him.
We're taking pre-orders for those sweaters and T-shirts. So.
Yeah, we are taking.
No, I mean a merch line with Littlefoot on it. Saying, Grab Life by the Hemipenes. It's so accurate with him.
It is, because like you literally just like have a handful of like gator dick.
Sorry if any kids are watching.
Oh, we're not oh, I'm sorry. You have kid-friendly stuff. We don't have kid-friendly stuff. My apologies to your fans. I forgot.
No problem.
Yeah.
My bad. I'll back up and reverse it.
Yeah, so I guess do you have any more questions, Kiana? Because I've been asking a lot of questions compared to you.
No, you actually you're getting to pretty much everything. John wants to know if Littlefoot's ever farted out a serious bubble bomb.
Yes.
Littlefoot's
short answer.
They're gross. That's a personal experience.
Yeah, they don't smell the greatest. So you definitely know when he's gone to the bathroom.
I'm not sure what's worse, Littlefoot's shits or Tegu shits. They're pretty comparable. So.
Poop. Say
big
poop.
Monitor poops.
What?
Yeah.
I have a Doomerals boa, and she lays the ickiest poops ever.
Mhm.
Gwen, my camera's always frozen. I'm having nothing but technical issues.
Yeah, nothing but issues over there.
It just looks like you have a
This
selfie
is the
addiction.
issue.
Oh, look at that! You're on camera again.
Whatever.
She's frozen already.
I installed this beautiful grow light for all my plants up here, so I look like nice and washed out and like white as a ghost. So what else? I look flawless. You can't see all my acne. It's all good.
Well, that's like,
My
I
backlog
did not
is trying to
know
eat
that
me.
this was a video thing. So
Surprise!
I was like, oh no, I've been teaching my kids and baking. Well, okay, that's a lie. Not baking. I made pizza tonight.
I was going to
So
say, teaching your kids how to blow up a stove.
almost.
Yeah. Elisa is not
I
the
make
best cook.
No, but I make a mean tortoise salad. And Littlefoot's never complained about his food. Neither has anybody else that can't talk.
Well, I was about to say it's raw, so there's no cooking
Perfect.
involved.
Exactly.
Can't really mess that up.
Exactly. My kind of pets.
So what are the plans for the rescue and your shows in the future?
So our plans for the shows in the future are to do a tour next year. We really want to do. We kind of had a mini tour set up this year for Western Canada, but that kind of got by coronavirus. So hopefully this fall, if not, definitely next year. We've been assured by the people that had us hired to come on out. We had dates in BC and Alberta and Saskatchewan and Manitoba as well. So probably next year, hopefully this fall. Also, for the rescue, we would like to get to the point where we're receiving enough donations and busy enough doing shows that we can set up a facility for sure.
That'd be awesome. Jonathan's wondering, what's the highest number of animals you've ever had in your care?
Oh, goodness. I don't have the number on me. It's on my computer. But I know it was over 120, and it was when we had a bunch of snakes all surrendered to the rescue all at once. So
I think I was there for that, or was this a different time?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, because you got like 40 corn snakes and king snakes dropped all off of your doorstep at once, and there's supposed to be more coming too. And I actually got one of those king snakes. There was
only 3 of them that came after the initial surrendering. But that was definitely quite the influx. So thank God I have a wonderfully understanding husband when he got the call that we had just had that many snakes dropped off. So on your way home, babe, can you get me? And then he got a very large list.
Yeah, I ended up adopting one of those king snakes.
Yes,
he's still
king
with
snakes.
me.
Yeah. You have the California king snake, I do believe, right?
Yeah, the high white one.
Yes.
Cookies and cream, as we call him. Yeah, I got in contact with one of the persons that had him previously, and when I got him, he was 11 years old. So he's about 18 now, I think he is, something like that.
Yeah, some of them were quite older. Quite a bit older.
A long time now. So I've gotten quite a few other rescue animals from you, like that leopard gecko that was in the bar for years. He's still hanging out, doing his thing. And
awesome.
I got that angry as hell Colombian tegu.
I remember.
She still hates me.
Yeah.
That's that one that everyone wants to pet. Everyone's like, I want to pet her. She looks so smooth.
Yeah, it's that one. And she just hates everybody.
Yes, she always did. She was not handle me pet, and thank you for adopting her because you knew that going in that she wasn't a favorite for being hands-on, and you definitely accepted that.
She likes being hands-on, hanging off your fingers. So.
Yes.
Hands-on with her teeth.
Yes. If you give her the opportunity, she will take your fingers right off.
She gets a bit mouthy.
just a little bit.
My Maclots is acting pretty mouthy right now. She's like, she's trying to strike at me, and I'm just like sitting here.
I love the hissing on here.
What vet
she's like
Saskatchewan
offended.
do you use for the rescue? Because I know you've been using one for many years.
Sorry?
What vet do you use?
Oh, our vet that we go to most of the time, in case of emergencies, we'll use a different one. But for any vet that we can choose to go to, we always choose Orchard Veterinarian Clinic. And if absolutely necessary, we will go to the university hospital if we have an emergency case that needs to be seen right away. And we don't have the stuff at home to help it. And it needs a certain medication. So we have lots of things here that can usually get us to the next day when Orchard will get us in if it's a more serious case. She's done operations for us. She's done health checks for us for many years. She's a great vet. And she's always learning more about reptiles as well. And she's, as far as I know, is the top one here in Saskatchewan.
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember when I was working with you and doing some of the rescue work and stuff that they did operations on chameleons and a bunch of other stuff and some of the operations that most people wouldn't do. And yes, Lem, I have been pooped on lots by tegus.
I think anybody that has owned a tegu has been pooped on them at least once.
Yeah, minimum once.
Minimum.
Brandon's always covered in tegu poop. He'll like come over to my house and